it all behind you. I said, take down everything that stands in your way. Don't stop believing it'll work out again, my friend. Stand out and be a part of everything good. Wake up, you're gonna be all that you should. Try out all the things you always wanted to be. You'll see, 'cause I know what I know, that you've got it in you, and I see that you are a winner.
I just love all the Christians that say to atheists, you know, that you don't even know what good is or bad is, or you don't know right from wrong. You have no way to know what right from what is doing good versus doing bad. Or they say, you know, to an atheist, you don't know what love is. You can't possibly love without God. Really. It's kind of arrogant. I use that word a lot in my videos, but that's just kind of arrogant to say to somebody who, just because they don't believe what you do, that they are dysfunctional in some way. They can't possibly love because they don't believe the same thing you do, or they can't possibly have morals or ethics because they don't believe the same thing you do. That's rude, but it's also amazingly arrogant. Just so arrogant. Look in the mirror, Christians. Wow. You know, I did. I looked in the mirror because I was walking around with that attitude. I was like, well, you know, I don't think I ever believed that non-Christians couldn't love. I don't think I ever went that far. And I don't really think I ever went so far as to think that non-Christians couldn't know what right from wrong was. I don't think I went that far either. But I did actually walk around thinking that my beliefs were the only way to get to heaven, and my only way, you know, to be saved. I did believe that. I believed that my beliefs were the only right beliefs. Yeah. So now, being an atheist, I tend to be like, atheism is the only right way. And and that's because of 35 plus years of being hardwired into that kind of mentality, to say my beliefs are the only right way. Atheism, it's the only right way. And for that I apologize, because that's kind of preachy. I can be preachy. It's hard to not be preachy after 35 plus years of being a Christian. But I do think truth is important. Atheism is my way. Atheism was my answer, because to me it's the closest thing I found to truth, to what is real, to reality. That's my way. It might not be the next person's way. The next person might discover Buddhism or some other, you know, they might become a pagan or a Wiccan or a witch or whatever. Or, heaven forbid, another Abrahamic cult, Islam, Muslim, which I think is just as horrible. Hopefully that isn't the case, but my point is, what I'm trying to get across to people is, don't become an atheist because I think, oh, atheism is the only right way. Don't do that, because that's what I did. I became a Christian because I was convinced that Christianity was the only right way. Don't ever let people convince you of that. Find your own way. Find what is right, what you believe. You know, what the evidence shows. Evidence is important. If you want to find something that's true, you look for evidence that supports that thing being true. You look for the evidence, and you don't look for stuff that will tell you what you want to hear. You look for what the evidence is, regardless of what it says. That's what I'm trying to get across in my videos. Don't become an atheist because it's cool, or because so-and-so says, you know, this is the only right way. In the end, we're all just going to die. Maybe there's an afterlife. Most likely there isn't. So really there is no right way. You can be a Christian and end up just as dead as an atheist or a Jew or anybody else. But in your life, happiness is important. Feeling good about yourself is important. If your religion is teaching you that you were corrupt since birth, and that you cannot possibly be a whole and complete person, you can't be your very best. You can't reach your potential. You cannot be good without God because you're so dysfunctional. You have to have this crutch to be good. Then maybe that's not the best thing for your life. Maybe you should think about researching that. Researching whether or not that's true. And look in places other than books and articles that are going to tell you what oh yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Because that's what we want to hear. We want to hear that we're right. We like to be right. We like to be on the winning team, don't we? Right? If truth is important to you, really, you want to find it. You want to find it, no matter what it is. And putting your current beliefs to the test. Going out and researching to find that supporting evidence to show that your beliefs are true. And not just going to the sources that you know are going to say, oh yeah, you got it right, good job. But going to the guys who really do the research. Not the ones that have a bias, but the ones that really just want to know the truth. Whether or not it supports your beliefs. They just want to know the truth. That's what I hope to put across in my videos. Atheism was my answer. And it has helped my life. It has helped me come to... I don't know if I could ever say that I love myself. It's hard after so many years of hating myself to love myself. But I feel good. I don't care anymore about what other people think. I don't care if I walk out the door with makeup on anymore. To me, there's more important things in my life and in this world. But so it was the answer for me. Finding an answer, finding something that doesn't tear you down, that doesn't tell you that you need a crutch to be good. Isn't that the kind of thing that? Doesn't that just? I can't even imagine people walking around thinking a crutch is a good thing. Oh, if I do this and this and this, I'll be worth saving. We're all worth saving. If there was such a thing as salvation, if there was such a thing as a need to be saved, we're all worth saving. Including people who make mistakes. Including people who are mentally ill and do terrible things because of it. We're all worth saving. And since there's nobody to save us, we're all worth the chance to live a happy life, feeling good about ourselves, feeling like we have absolute say in what we become and who we are, and absolute responsibility for our actions. We learn from our mistakes, we grow, hopefully, we become better people. So there you go. Become what you want to become. Just make sure it's the truth. Don't be afraid to go looking for that evidence. And don't walk around saying that your beliefs are true and everybody else's is false. In my opinion, any religion that teaches and promotes that attitude is highly suspect. If your religion teaches that attitude, well, this is the only way, and if you don't do it this way, you're going to be tortured forever. Any religious belief that teaches that, I'd really look hard at that religion. Really? There's something wrong there. So anyway, this is me trying to do a video when I'm coming down with a head cold. If there's weird sound effects when I talk, that's why. And no coffee. If you've been watching, thanks. Bye.
I am absolutely convinced that the main source of hatred in the world is religion. And I think it should be religion treated with ridicule and hatred and contempt.